He knows that. Frank's speaking on my behalf. So, I make up my own mind, I make my own decisions and all the rest of that, but I have all my faith in Frank.
Okay.
He's a good friend. Frank tells you, if Frank speaks to you tomorrow and tells you Dennis is doing this, you can take it to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. If he called me tonight and said, drop out of the race, I probably would. As far as this goes, he's calling shots.
All right.
Yeah, I'm calling the shots that he's done.
What do you want us to do? I mean, I gotta. Do you want us to work together? What are my options?
Well, I don't want to hurt you, but I don't know what.
Well, I don't want to be hurt.
I'm not a politician.
Obviously.
How connected to Wayne are you? I mean, are you saying that you could possibly separate yourself somehow?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Well, then that makes everything work.
It doesn't. It's not as easy as you think it is.
Why? I mean,
because
as far as I know, politics.
Let's flash back 6 months election night. You said to me, take a vacation, go away for the summer. Okay? That doesn't work. I still think you lose.
Who loses? He loses?
Yeah. I'm studying these friggin' numbers inside and out.
Which numbers are they?
For the working families, I figure that's all you need. Right? Are we in agreement there?
Well, he just needs another line.
You get the working families line, it's over.
Why can't he get the working family?
Even if I go away for the summer, I don't think you win it. I think Larry and those guys overestimate their numbers.
His Larry?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think best case scenario they're looking at 80, and I think even without me he could pull out 80. So what happens?
Wait, Wayne can pull out 80 by himself?
Yeah.
How do you get so many?
Because I have put so many in, and he has my lists. He knows
who they are.
Who I put in.
Oh, so he has your guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows who your people are, don't mean they vote for him.
Yeah,
That's
true, but I'm just saying that it's a concern that I want to bring up with you.
Once you tell him you're supporting me.
Oh, I couldn't. What if he heard?
You have to be silent, though.
Yeah.
Were your friends that you signed in?
No, I think.
If you signed somebody in, they're your friends.
Listen, that was different than me just going away for summer. Now you're talking about me getting you votes. There's a difference.
Yeah, but that happens that's a friend. Do it this way.
Well,
you
gotta be careful.
No, but Frank, he's absolutely right. I could do that. There's, I'm saying that if I just disappeared for the summer with a family emergency, I still think you guys are looking at very similar numbers. So I think that it's inevitable that I would have to swing some.
That's good. That would work then.
The only way this, I think, can work and we will good is we get to primary day or after primary day and he has a line, and then he doesn't have to run a campaign. Effectively, the same then it's a different campaign.
Well, that's up to you guys. I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
The only way we'll know that happened is after he wins another line, and I'm not putting too much pressure on you to deliver one of those lines, but I believe your lack of work ethic, work and time will allow him to win those other lines. Now, if you're not involved, you have a shot at the working family line. You may say, hey, he still may not win it. Okay.
So what if he doesn't?
We gotta figure out a way for him to win one of the other lines. Well, you just gotta work and get some more. If you're not putting pressure on the chair, then he'll get the line, and the other guys have to write the other name in.
Out of the 80 people that you put in, how many are that close that you could talk to them and they won't leak?
50.
So there you go. It's over.
I could, yeah. I'm just saying, that's different than me just going on vacation. It means I gotta hit the streets.
You got to go to the 50 people that you put in.
Now, again, our discussion, we were really gearing.
Hold on a second.
Right, he needs to win one of the other lines, because if we go into the general election on the Democratic line only.
No, I'm talking about. Forget that. We're in agreement. I'm saying working families. How many do I have to deliver?
We'll have to figure that out. Okay. But again, I think the key is if those numbers aren't going to the other side, that is enough. I mean, you don't even have to tell them to vote for Dennis. As long as if they don't vote at all, that's okay.
That's a good point.
Why do they even have to vote, right? I don't know what the numbers, but how many does Wayne by himself control?
Not a lot.
Okay. I mean,
I'm thinking he controls about 60.
60 solid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's without any of yours.
Without mine.
Okay. I guess to be honest with you, the conversation is not Larry Weissman that has to be sitting here. It's Bob Malone. I'd like to know how many he has, because Bob is
I know how many
Dennis.
Bob has. I know how many everybody
How
has.
many does Bob have?
Larry and Bob combined are looking at about 80.
Larry is Larry Weissman?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll tell you 120, but they're looking at 80.
Alright, so you beat him by 20. And if you throw 20 out of your 80 that you have 80, you throw 20 out of your 80, game over, right? Really the key is you don't show up at all. That's really all it is. But if the numbers are correct,
Whether they're his or mine.
It doesn't matter. If he's got 60, and if Larry and Bob, we get them together and really get a real number, if they're truly 80, between those two gentlemen, and then you deliver
20.
20, and then we could get another 20, then that's a pretty good margin.
It's 120 to 60, 70.
It's pretty good. Now the question, and then the Wilson Bakula is going to go your way. So he's got to write his in, and we have a much easier road.
But where's that leave me? We all agree it's possible, but where's that leave me?
Exactly where you are.
Dennis, when you're going to be happy, we'll just leave it at that, and we'll talk more about that.
What does that mean?
Be happier than you are now.
What
I'll tell you that.
does it mean?
That's a no-brainer. Let him decide that with you. I don't mind. I don't care what it is. There you have it. Is that an easy answer?
Well, all I'll say is that you'll be, for now, let's go with, we want to, we have to talk about this. We have to sit down and figure out what makes sense, but if he gets that line, let me ask you conservative.
Stop the Democratic
Let me ask you conservative, let's talk about stop the Democratic primary.
Right. Because that's coming from.
Because that's going to be a focus we don't want to deal with.
Right.
Go back to what you were saying, then we'll jump into that one. That's a whole nother bag of friggin'...
Yeah, because you don't control that. But you do control putting up another candidate if you want. It's just like Dennis could get someone wrong with the Republican line.
Go back to what you were saying.
What was I say? I was going to talk about...
leaving me out of it.
Oh, leaving you out of it part. In order to leave you out 100% or as close to... And again, I think the way this would work is, how's this look, Frank? This is a mailer. You get to draft before.
I don't even need to see it.
No,
just leave me out of it, and you guys can do whatever the hell you want.
But show it to you. Yeah, if there's something that says
we're going to show it to you.
There's certain wording that you may not be happy with. I'd rather you see it.
Why would there be any wording I won't be happy with?
Okay.
Just leave me out of it. I don't think that's unfair.
It isn't, but I guess what I'm going. Let me back up.
Yeah.
If he has another line, I don't think he needs anything else. If we can make sure it's over, and that's what I gotta get us to agree that yes, that would make it over.
Well, no, if you say it's over.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know. Maybe the working family alone isn't enough. I don't know to make it without. I hate to say it, without having the issue brought up. It may not be enough. I mean, other people are going to bring it up. So
fair enough. If you're going to bring it up, then I got to live through it, and I might as well just live through
leave it the way it is.
And we'll just go, gentlemen, fight it out.
No, I hear you. I'm just trying to figure it out, but I want us to get there. So I think I'm pretty confident. Right, my first glance is that I think it would be enough, without having to make a meal out of that issue. Or see, the key is we don't have the issue at all. That's a big subtraction. So I don't know whether it's a 1,400 vote swing. That's a lot of votes. But I just want to not immediate answer. But let me ask you. I was asking about the other parties. I don't know what your numbers are in the Conservative Party. There may be enough votes there, and the votes might be close enough where, same thing. A certain number of votes didn't go to Wayne, and maybe some went this way. That might be enough to flip the tie there, and then it's really over. Then see, we can get one of the big lines, meaning Conservative or Independent, then it's done. Or I can make I can make an arrangement with Zeiss, because he has a lot in the Independent, as I do. Not enough to take it over, but what I'd really like, I'm not trying to get greedy here, what I'd really like to do is somehow, again, it only could happen with your either assistance or non-help the other way, meaning...
I hear a lot about what you want, but then when I ask you about what
I'm just not ready
what's
to
coming my way...
in a room with, like this.
Okay.
I think it needs to be done.
So he and I will talk about it alone.
I think it needs to be done...
Whatever he says goes.
I think it needs to be done, not that you're recording us or anything like that, but we'll have you... all I'm gonna say to you is, if we can do this, I think,
I have a hot tub too.
Frank, you and I both want, I'll leave it at this, you and I both want the same thing. And the fact that we're having this discussion, I think I believe we'll get there. I'm not trying to be evasive and not say, I just don't wanna come out and say it. Especially in this building, in this room, where we are, so.
Think about it. Nobody could know. As far as I understand right now, you two know Larry and Kristen Zabrowski. You four know.
How's Krista know?
Larry said she knows. Is this news to you?
Yes.
Is it news to you that she knows?
She knows what? That we're talking?
Yeah.
No, she knows.
That we're gonna talk?
Not tonight. She knows. From
She
Larry,
knows.
I'm sure.
From Larry?
Yeah.
Not from you?
No, not from me.
So you've had no, let's be clear, you've had no direct conversation with Kristen in reference to what we talked about here?
No.
But Larry told you that he told her and she was okay with it.
Larry told me that he spoke to Kristen.
Okay.
That's it.
But, you know.
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest with you, I think the circle is right here. Is it? Yeah. Larry, you can't let Larry know. Well, let's start with Larry. I mean, now I'm gonna pick on him. I think he's okay, but he's been shooting off his mouth about stuff he had no business talking about.
You know what? If you close the door now, it's only 3. It's just...
What is it, Nancy's job?
Yeah.
That's it?
Is that what I think that, you see, he's gotta be able to have a route to do it and not look like a complete fool also.
Well, Larry says I keep my job, which kind of appealed to me also.
Larry,
He told him that he was thinking about keeping her. Keeping Nancy.
Oh, we had talked, yes, but we had talked about before.
I'm not doing all the fucking work there.
No. That was before. Oh, I hear you.
You think I'm gonna fucking go in there and do all? Listen, let's talk. We need to discuss that right now.
Well, how do you?
This woman works her motherfucking ass off.
Alright, so you need somebody like her then.
And
It doesn't work.
he don't know how to fucking run that place, and neither do I.
That's why you need someone like that.
He goes in that place, the walls are gonna come down around us, and it's gonna make me look bad.
Okay. Do you want more than what you have?
Financially?
You said no. You said you have an appetite. If things go well, do you want more than what you currently have?
No, I'm fine.
Alright, so then he has the ability to, there's 2 people, and he has to get someone.
If he doesn't campaign saying that he's eliminating my job, he doesn't have to eliminate it.
Right, you're right.
He could say, I'm coming in, the guy's got 3 kids, let me see how he does for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a shot, right? I think that works. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. And then he could put somebody in for Nancy, or keep Nancy, depending on how that, what do you think about that?
I'd keep Nancy.
Because she knows what she's doing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give her a fucking raise and make her run the whole place. That's just me.
Right, and she'll probably like...
If she'd stay, you know...
She may not want to, but...
Yeah.
Well, the way Wayne treated her last campaign, she may be happy...
Wayne's difficult.
No, we both know. That's why she may be happier with him. She may be happy with this guy, even though he's not as well-oiled as maybe Wayne.
She may be uncomfortable for 6 months, for 4, 5, 6 months, and then she might feel comfortable.
She might say, but he may not be as astute as Wayne, but what he makes up for is his personality in terms of wanting to do it. And then he may just let them, I don't know. The key is to get him that line, and...
The key is to give me a final answer as to where I stand.
Oh, you got that. Oh, yeah, you have to have that. I understand.
Yeah.
No, but
then I give me some time to think about it, and I'll let you know.
Well, you're thinking about it. You either have to have exactly what you have,
which I'm okay with. Very happy with.
Or the other was to move up to her spot. But you're right. That creates a problem.
Because then I got to work my ass off.
You don't want to work.
I want to run for office.
You don't want to. You know.
I like going to the senior clubs and say I'm here for Dennis Malone, but I'm really there making friends with all the old people.
I get it.
You know, I like my job.
Right.
Besides all the attacks and the negative connotation of a political patronage job, it's a really, really good position to be in as far as going out and meeting constituents. Oh, you got a pothole, Dennis, make sure you fill the pothole on Christian Herald.
Make 10 minutes later.
And they love me.
Because you're the guy who made it happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a great position to be in.
I get it. You know what? At the end of the day, if there's no campaign, there's no campaign, it's a non-event. But you see, I'm not sure if someone calls him out on it, forget coming after you. If he gets called out on it during the campaign, what are you going to do about?
It's real simple.
When I
get there, I'm going to evaluate every position.
Right. Yes. and then he can make, yes, oh, no, we can come up with the answer, but is that, if he doesn't come out strong enough, could that end up hurting him and someone say he made a deal with you? You know what I'm getting at, and then he
everybody, once I stay there, everybody's gonna know it anyway, but it'll be too,
that's okay,
but it'll be too fucking late
that's okay,
anyway.
as long as it's the day after the election, not the day before.
It'll be too.
Alright. Sounds good.
So what's the deal? Do I keep my job or what?
Oh yeah, it has to be that.